you can really see the difference in her eyes, the overall tone of her skin. You might look at her and say, oh, she needs a little bit of work still, and I'd agree with you. But that is after 29 days. 29 days, she looks that good. That's incredible. So let's jump in to, we have these amazing products. We have the presence of the doctors. Let's talk about the program. How do we build a business? So we have proven business support. We'll start with our customer care. We have a staff of dermatological nurses. I am not a dermatologist. I am not a nurse. I know some of you in the room are. I've heard some good stories in the back by the beer table. But what my job is to simply talk to people. I talk about the products. I talk about the business opportunity. Or I ask you to be a connector. Who do you know? Everybody wants to look good. Everybody wants to feel good. And the majority of people are looking for something different in their life. Maybe it's just a supplemental income. Maybe it's a career change. But the majority of people are looking for something different. So all I do is talk, why this staff of dermatological nurses makes me look good. So if you become a customer of ours or you're a consultant, you have these nurses in your back pocket. You have their phone number and their email. So at all times, you have access to the people that have over 20 years experience in this industry. I love a story of this woman in Bozeman, Montana. Her daughter had a rash on the back of her leg. She called the dermatologist. Again, there's only one, so I can throw him under the bus over here. Hopefully he's not anybody's relative. And they say, yeah, okay, we'll get you in when we have an opening. We're at about 6-7 weeks. And she's like, really? Because my daughter has a rash, and it's hot, and I'm kind of worried about it. And he said, well, if we have a cancellation, we'll call you. And so she didn't know what to do. She hung up the phone. She was frustrated, and she took a picture of the rash with her phone and emailed it to our dermatological nurses. Her daughter is 9. She is not a customer. She is not a consultant. They have this little girl diagnosed and treated within 24 hours. That's the kind of care we have. They make us look brilliant, and they take care of our customers. You have a problem, they take care of it. You have a question, they answer it. It's absolutely incredible. Then we have assessment tools. They're very sophisticated prescriptions, if you will. Again, it's not my job to be the dermatologist. I take you to the doctors, and you take a consultation so that we ensure that we get the right product on your skin to make you happy. If you get the right product for the skin conditions that you have, you'll be happy. You won't return your product. You'll be a walking billboard for my business, and you'll tell your friends and family. Again, guys, these are all provided for us absolutely free. Then we have training. One of my business partners likes to describe it as drinking out of a fire hose, except you have the ability to turn it up or down. Every week, you have the opportunity to train with the #1 income earner, the #1 recruiter. It's absolutely amazing. And the trainings are both webinar-based and conference call-based. So if the time doesn't work for you to be on them live, no problems. They're recorded. Dial in and listen anytime. Completely free. I don't know about you, but any other job that I've ever had, somebody above me was never looking to train me to make more money than them. Never. But in this business, we can't wait to recruit people and help grow people that will make more money than we do. Because when they do better, so do we. And we absolutely have the ability in this business to have people underneath us that make more money. Because you determine what you're worth. It's really powerful. And then we have business systems. Very comprehensive online and offline tools. I drove over from Montana today. Nobody knows. Well, maybe if you're my Facebook friend because we were taking pictures and laughing. But literally, I can run my business from anywhere. I wasn't taking pictures while I was driving. Here in Spokane. So, anywhere. I can run my business as long as I have my laptop and my cell phone. We have lots of tools at our fingertips. We have QR codes on the back of our business cards, so you can scan the QR code and go directly to my website. We have text business cards. So how many times you've been in the elevator and you've seen somebody and you'd really like to give them a business card or get their business card and you don't have it, or your kids are misbehaving and you've got to get out of there before your kids ruin it for you? We have text business cards. So you say, text this number. And and boom, they get your business card electronically. So they have your cell phone, your name, your email, your websites. But even better, when they do that, you get all their information. It goes directly into your database. So you now have their name in your database. Guys, how many times have you gotten a business card, got off the airplane, and thought, that guy was awesome. I can't wait to call him when I get home. And when you get home and you dump out your purse and you're like, damn, where'd that business card go? I do it all the time. But it's electronically in my database. Again, these are online tools created for us by the company. Amazing programs. So let's talk about the profit. How does this really work? So because we're in Spokane, we're going to pick on Amy Bird. That's Amy. And she was blah, 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 blah. She was talking to everybody. And she used social media, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. It's not just about who you know, but it's also about who they know. The best way you can describe this is if you took a rock and dropped it in the lake. Lake Coeur d'Alene, big lake. Drop it in. You watch the ripples go out. It's exactly how this business grows. You leverage your network, and through speed and duplication, you can move rather quick. In 9 months, I had qualified for our Lexus car program. We were the fastest people in the U.S. to earn the car program in 9 months. It was because of the speed of duplication. Our team was duplicating very quickly. So let's talk a little bit about why we were duplicating. This is fun. Stick with us for the graphics. We have amazing incentive trips. While we're working very hard for the doctors to move this company through the U.S., the doctors are working just as hard at incentivizing us to keep moving. So how many people in the room have either been to Napa Valley on the doctor's dime or are heading to Napa Valley on the doctor's dime? Pauline, Steph, Amy, and I went. It's a blast. Where's Brenda? Is she hiding? Oh, there she is. She didn't raise her hand. And then we have a car program. You probably saw the 3 of them at the front door. A Starfire Pearl Lexus of your choice. I remember that night, it was like approaching midnight. It was not even on my radar to be qualifying for a Lexus. I was just doing what they told me. I was following the system. I remember calling Amy because she was the only other one up at midnight. What were we doing? I said, I think I'm going to get a Lexus tonight. And then I told my dad the next day, guys, my dad's 74 years old. He's got a real estate background. He still lives in Butte, Montana, in the same house that he was born in. That's what you do in Butte. And he said to me, you drive that into town, you park that in the garage. That is embarrassing. This is true. I am from a family where you do not have materialistic things, like a Lexus, leather seats, heated seats. My dad, every time he gets in now, he's like, turn the heater on. So we now have 30 Starfire Pearl Lexus on the road all over the U.S. 30. Mary Kay has created over 10,000 pink Cadillacs. Arbonne, over 12,000 Mercedes. This is just in the U.S. Guys, if you know anything about positioning and about timing, this ought to speak volumes to you. This isn't even a ground floor opportunity. We are stuck in the basement, and nobody has even built the stairs to start coming up to that ground floor opportunity. 30 Lexuses in the entire U.S. And they're fun. You can test drive one tonight. Steps, right? You don't want to drive the one with Montana plates. As I was coming, like, all the hypos were, like, watching for me, I swear. So you might think, really, I can't do this. This isn't for me. I'd never stand up in front of a room, or I'm too busy, or I don't have that background. But this really is a business opportunity for everyone. Here's what we're looking for. We're looking for motivated. We're looking for self-starters, entrepreneurs, coachable. When I started, I called Steph and I said, I have no idea about skincare. I have no idea about direct sales. What do I do? She told me what to do, and I did it. I was coachable, I followed the system, and it really worked. So this shows you all of the diverse backgrounds we have. We have stay-at-home moms, we have attorneys, we have doctors, we have professional athletes' wives. I think she is now an ex-wife of a country music singer. We might need to update that. She's still really cool. So we have all different backgrounds. But what ties us all together is we work this business 10 to 15 hours a week. A supplemental 6-figure income in 10 to 15 hours a week. And the best skin in your life. Now you might not relate to me. Can't imagine why, but you might not. So we always like to bring up at least one other rock star, if you will, to share their success story. So I would love to introduce Barbara.
I'm Barbara Koza, and I don't have my Lexus yet. I'm following these ladies. Just to give you a little background of who I am and how I got into this. My husband and I actually we have a very successful small business, and we've weathered the economy fairly well. But having two people, and you still have all the same bills, and you don't know how the business is going to go, it's been a pretty scary ride when this economy went down. So I was kind of looking, and not completely, but the other side of that story is I love my husband. But I work all day with my husband, and then I go home and I spend all evening with my husband. The days I don't work with him, we get home and we are happy to see each other. So that's the other side of this. It's kind of fun to have something that's just mine. So one day I was working, and a husband of one of our customers came in and picked something up, and I was like, oh, what's she doing? And he said, I go, she's still doing this? He goes, well, yeah, same thing, economy. Well, this is actually what she's doing, and he handed me her card. And I can tell you I'm probably different than most is I didn't have to use the products. He walked out the door. I pulled up the picture online. I was at her website. I was in. I was in, both feet, jumped in. It did take me 2 weeks to tell my husband I was in. So I didn't officially sign up for a couple weeks, but, and he is with me on this 100%. So actually I've done very well. My goal, I had some pretty small goals to start, and it was just basically pay myself back. I, took the credit card and said, I'm doing this. I paid myself back in the first month, and I haven't looked back since. All of this, everybody, we all know the economy's in the crapper. We know that. But I have a business that we're running. We also have, all this other stuff. Well, in the meantime, we had some property and decided, this was a few years ago, we'll develop part of it. Might as well do that, and then we'll just build our house with what we sell the lots. Yeah, no, didn't happen. Kind of like Stephanie in that way. Poor, poor, poor. So we had all this money we put out there. So my goal then became, I want to make sure I can pay these payments on these lots till they sell and not have to hit any other income. And I've done that since my 3rd month. And I don't have to think about it. And now I don't have huge checks coming in yet, but I have enough that, if I want to go buy that new pair of shoes, I can. And I don't have to worry about it. So it's been a great ride, and I'm having a ball. Kind of the side story to that, too, is I kind of lost touch with a lot of my friends. Well, this has allowed me a reason to call them. And, initially they may be interested, they may not. But I get to reconnect with all my friends. And that's the side of this is everyone, yes, they're great products, and we have great profit potential, but you also get to build your relationships again and have fun. And to me, it's as much about that as having fun with everyone I'm in the business with. So that's my story.